Hi, it is CGI math time, and I'm excited to share this video with you and go over a few strategies that I think that will help you be successful to solve this story problem. All right, let's read the story together. Mrs. Davis, so I'm one of the characters in this story, has blank baseball cards. She gave blank to Miss Sizemore, so Mrs. Sizemore is the other character. How many baseball cards does Mrs. Davis have now? Okay, so let's think about, we gotta put in the numbers that go. So we know the first number goes in the first blank, the second number goes in the second. So Mrs. Davis has 477 baseball cards. So I'm gonna write that that's the first number that we know that's what I have. And then it says I gave, and I'm gonna underline that gave because that's gonna help us know what we need to do, what operation we need to do. 258 to Mrs. Sizemore. How many baseball cards does Mrs. Davis have now? And so looking at that have now should help us. So does anyone know what operation we need to do? That is right. So we are, because of that word gave and that have now, we know that I gave 258 away to Mrs. Sizemore. So I am gonna do subtraction. That I gave away, that's gonna tell me that I'm going to take away or subtract. Okay, so I had 477, I gave away, I'm gonna subtract the 258 from how many I started with, and then the question is, how many do I have now? So we need to know how many I have left, okay? All right, so I'm gonna show you the first strategy with, we call that direct modeling, drawing it out, and I'm gonna use that hundreds, tens, and ones chart again, just for some organization to help, okay? So I know some of you guys may use these differently. You may go this way or this way, whatever you're used to, do it, guys. If you don't even want the chart, don't use the chart. Just draw out with your hundreds, tens, and ones. It's your choice. So I'm gonna make this first number 477, so 100. And notice that I do squares for hundreds. I'm gonna do sticks for tens, and I'm gonna do circles for ones. So 100, 200, 300, 400, and then I have 7 tens or 70, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? And then we look here again, and I'm taking away. So I'm taking away the 258, okay? All right, so if we look here, I'm gonna take away 258. So I'm gonna take away 200, so 100, 200, take away 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I need to take away 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was only able to take away 7. What do I need to do, guys? That is right. I need to take one of these 10s and I need to regroup it and put 10 ones in there. So I'm gonna take this 10. I like to put an X. It's just my preference to know that I'm regrouping that 10, and I draw an arrow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So I need to take away, I took away 7. I need to take away one more, and that makes 8. Okay? And now I'm gonna count up how many I have left. So I'm gonna count my ones first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many tens I have left? I have 1 10. And how many hundreds I have left? 2 hundreds. So my answer here is 219. So 219. And to label that, I would say 219 baseball cards. And that is the label that goes with the story. All right, I'm gonna show you another strategy. I'm curious if you guys have been giving this one a try. We'd love to see that you guys are trying new strategies, new ways. And so I'm gonna do the combining same units, okay? So when I do that, we use that expanded form of each number. So I'm gonna do 400 plus 70 plus 7, and I'm gonna do 200 plus 50 plus 8. And remember, my operation here is subtraction. So I'm taking away but I'm taking away hundreds, tens, and ones. Very similar to how I break it up here with just drawing it out. This strategy is using the number set instead of drawing out hundreds, tens, and ones. So 400 minus 200 equals 200. 70 minus 50 equals 20. And 7 minus 8, so I have 7, but I need to take away 8. Okay, I need to take away 8. So I can take 7 away, but I would have 1 left to still take away. So I would have a negative 1, okay? So then I need to add up my hundreds, tens, and ones back together. So I need to do 200 plus 20 gets me to 220 plus negative 1 gets me to 219. Okay, so there's where I was able to get 219 using the combining same units, hundreds, tens, and ones with the actual number set. But I love how you guys can compare these two strategies and see how they really go together. And once I understand this strategy really well, I can move myself to this strategy. And parents, a lot of kids can, when they get these strategies, they can do them fast in their head, but we do need to see it written down on their paper to see what they did. All right, and then the last strategy that I'm going to do is the incrementing strategy. And so, excuse my video a little bit, I'm gonna back up, that way you guys have plenty of room to see. All right, so I'm gonna do the incrementing strategy. Okay, so I'm gonna leave 477 the same, but I am gonna break up 258 into equaling first 200 plus 50 plus 8. So I am doing the expanded form of the second number, but I'm going to leave the first number the same. So I'm going to do 477. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away the hundreds first. So I can take away that 200 minus 200 gets me to, remember, not equal sign, gets me to, I'm doing a long walk, many equations together, gets me to 277, okay? I'm going to go ahead and take away the 52. So 277 minus 50 gets me to, because I know 7 minus 5 is 2, then I know 70 minus 50 is 20. So 277 minus 50 would be 227, okay? And then I have the 8 left. What I'm going to do with the 8 is I'm going to break it up into 7 plus 1, okay? I'm going to take away the 7 first, and some of you may see why. It will get me to a friendly number quick. So 227 minus 7 gets me to 220, and then I just have the 1 left, minus 1 gets me to 219. All right, so that is that incrementing or taking away in chunks strategy that I wanted to share with you guys. So these are 3 great strategies. You have many ways that you're able to solve this. So try all the different ways on your paper. Be sure to show your work. Don't just write the equation. Be sure to show the process of what you did. We want to see, how are you solving it? What are you doing? What strategies are you using? Because sometimes with just the equation, if you just wrote this, I wouldn't see maybe the steps you did in your head in order to get this answer. So be sure to show all the work. Anything that you do in your head, be sure to write it down, whatever you feel comfortable with. All right, so now it's your turn to do the second set on your own. With Miss Davis has 756 baseball cards. She gave 338 away to Miss Sizemore. How many does she have now? All right, awesome. Thank you guys for joining me for Math on Tuesday. I hope you guys all know you're a Glen Duffy Lion. You are loved, you are imaginative, you are optimistic, you are needed, and most importantly, you are valued.